350 years isn't very old as European cities go, but extensive rebuilding in the centre is proving necessary, partly because there is a certain amount of subsidence and the old houses can't take the strain. Many are still built of wood on their upper stories, and decay has gone too far for renovation and modernization to be possible. Sweden's planning laws allow local authorities to acquire land, if necessary, by expropriation for comprehensive redevelopment within the city and for future development on the outskirts. The government will lend money if the local authority needs it. Göteborg municipality has formed a holding company to finance land acquisition within the city. Outside the city boundaries, negotiations are done by the municipal authorities direct. Expropriation is a last resort, but acts as a brake on speculation.
Some places we repair the houses when they are in good standard and they could be modernized, but we find it more efficient to remove whole blocks. It costs a lot of money, but we have to do it. We try to keep the prices of the ground, the lot, down by we have got a rule in Sweden that if there is a lot to be sold out, the city has the first chance to buy at the regular price, but in that rule we have a possibility to keep the prices at a reasonable level.
Masthugget is a comprehensive redevelopment in the inner city on land bought by the town. A small shopping centre was built at the same time as the flats, and it includes a large restaurant and bingo hall.
In 1971, and so we found out that then it was the right year to celebrate our 350th anniversary. And so we decided to celebrate the Jubilee during the whole year, trying to show the world our industrial life.
Göteborg is Sweden's largest port. Its 10 miles of dockyard are being systematically modernized. 14,000 people are employed in them. SKF, the famous Swedish ball bearing firm, has its main factories in Göteborg. Göteborg is also the home of Volvo and the Hasselblad camera. 38% of Göteborg's population work in the manufacturing industry.
When we build new units of dwellings, we try to create neighborhoods containing 3,000 flats normally, which means that we get 10 to 12,000 inhabitants.
The concept of the satellite town was pioneered by the Swedes after World War II. They are detached commuter suburbs with their own services, but unlike English new towns, still dependent on the mother town for jobs. Since the war, Sweden has led all other countries in the number of new dwellings built per 1,000 of the population. 2/3 of them are flats, and the building trade in Sweden is highly industrialized. In fact, the government is increasingly making standardization of building methods a condition for acquiring a government housing loan. This is to try and rationalize the labor force and speed up the pace of housing production.
I think the best is for the children. It's a lot of things planned for them. And there are no cars coming right up to the house.
Each floor has its own animal sign for easy recognition, and the lift buttons are at child height. Electric points are childproof. A four-room flat with fully equipped kitchen, dining area, bathroom and balcony.
I'm living with my fiancé, and we have a two-room flat. What I like best is that it takes you just a short time to get into a city to do something. You can't do anything out there.
Most clothes and things like that are by in town.
Yes.
And it's very easy to come in. You have the streetcar. It takes just 12 minutes. And you're right in the center.
Sven Henriksson.
The new units of the town, the outer parts, are all joined to the central area with rapid tramways and motor roads. In the central part of the town, the private motor traffic is today tried to be regulated by closing some of the roads for motor vehicles.
Eventually, only public transport will be able to pass through the center of the town. The new Göteborg traffic scheme divides the city into segments. A one-way system makes it impossible to drive from one segment to another without first going back to the ring road.